Hit on the floor. On the floor. Anybody here? Anybody in the stream? If you're here, let me hear it in the chat. Let's talk about the stock market. Where do you guys think it's headed? Higher, lower, sideways? Curious what you guys think about the market. There I am. Anybody in the stream? If you're here, let me hear you say, hey, hey, ho, ho. I see some names in the stream. Anybody here? Are you guys bots? Or are you real humans? Bots or humans, or maybe you're watching an ad. Who knows? But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Anybody in the stream? Anybody got any stock questions? If you're here, let me know. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about some stocks. If you're in the stream, let me hear say, hey. Is this live gold futures? Oh, it's not gonna work. Let's see. Let me check my audio. My music stop. Play. Oh, buggers out here. P. Shuffle. Let's see if that works. Let me check my mic. Anybody in the stream? Let me hear something from you. What stock do you want to talk about? If you're here, let me know. Let me take out this delay if there's one. Huh. No delay. Interesting. Let's see. How are the futures looking? Futures. Okay, I see some names in the stream chat. Farming Girl, Fragility, F-Top, Grow It Him, Sad girls, social friends. Are you guys bots? Or are you real people? Are you bots or are you real people? Which one? Which one are you? Ooh, it's Sunday night and the futures are red. Ugh, excuse me. Oh, I see the number go up. Who's in here? Or maybe that was just Moobot appearing. Sad. That was just Moobot. It's a sad moment. Well, I'll just sit here quietly until somebody comes and says hi. That's the music I need. I need some old school I need some J-Lo. Need some J-Lo out her. Can you guys believe that this COVID crash actually happened? It's so bizarre. It's crazy that that actually took place. Isn't it? Pretty insane. All by myself. All by myself. I wanna be all by myself. We're just messing around here, folks. Oh, Acadia. Why is Acadia up 2%? Current news or something? Ooh, what happened to Acadia? I used to trade them back in the day. Ooh, their main drug must have got some bad news. Oh, we have somebody. Oh, Jake, I didn't even see that. I'm here for you. I just started work. Did you hear my song earlier? I didn't even realize anybody was listening. What's up, Juan? No, you're not Juan. What is this? Juan Pio? Not a bot. Comedy. I mean, if you go in the chat, if you're on Discord, do you see a bunch of bots in there? There's like 7 people listed on my thing for some reason. I don't know if it's a bunch of bots. It's the weirdest thing. I've never had that happen, so I'm super confused. Why there's like 12, like how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 people listed, but no one's saying anything. They must be bots. But Womp, I'll just call you Womp. Any stocks? you're curious about, we can chart it or talk about it. Jake, anything on your end? Walia Nugget. Is that gold? I think that's gold, right? Assuming Nugget is gold. Or is it Nugget Markets? You hear from my gold. I don't know if you know what Nugget Markets are. It's I think it's just on the West Coast where I grew up. They have these Nugget Markets. In like Sacramento area, I think from the Gold Rush or something. That's their inspiration. But yeah, I mean, golds. Let me look at the gold futures. I know gold pulled back pretty significantly. Let me turn my music down. I'm getting some. Okay, let's turn the music down a little bit. Let me look where gold's at, because I know gold's been having a rough time lately. Oh, wait, what the heck happened in the futures? What the Is this just today? Are you seeing this? I don't know what to call you. Your name is very hard to pronounce. Juanpio? Are you looking at the futures? That's a crazy move. Wait, what's today? Today's the 8th. I need to go on a smaller time chart to see what's going on here. Let's go on just today. It's crazy. So gold freaking sold off $100 and now it's moving its way back up. Is the dollar won? Okay, it was won. I wonder if the dollar is the reason that happened. Let me look at the dollar. So gold's been pretty like, it's not because the dollar, what the heck? Oh, I guess the dollar moved up and now it's moving lower. That's probably why. I mean, gold yeah, it got pretty destroyed. I'm personally a little uncertain with gold right now. I'm holding one of the leveraged, I think it's JNUG, the junior miners leveraged ETF that I'm holding it. I've been holding it for a while. It's a pretty small percentage of my portfolio, like under 4 billion sell-off. That's crazy. It's like a pretty small percentage. Actually, King Baboon and I have been talking about it. Oh, okay, we'll see you soon, King. I'm in 600 shares, Nugget at 71. Ooh, sorry, man. That definitely sucks. Yeah, Nugget seemed like it had a much more severe destruction. Yeah, gold a little strange right now. Because we're seeing a decent amount of strength in the dollar. The market's honestly a little. Some of the things that are happening in the market are a little strange right now, if you ask me personally. But whenever it's about playing gold, I think it's looking at the dollar is typically what I do, and those seem to move pretty inversely with each other. So I think for the dollar, if I remember correctly, we have a bit of resistance at 93. So if the dollar breaks 93, then we probably have more downside, but there's a lot of resistance there. So 93 to 94 on the dollar is the range I'm going to be looking at. I don't understand why gold dumped. Yeah, it's just the dollar. That's what you really have to be looking at. I mean, I think it gets like there's like I would say a lot of like macroeconomic things that are happening that I think are having some impact. The bond market and gold or bond market and the dollar are two of the reasons. but it's like a super complex topic to cover. But I would just look at the dollar. How much do you do much technical analysis, Juan? If you don't, I would just keep an eye on the dollar and see how it moves. If we get more strength in the dollar, that probably means gold is going to sell off again some more. How low, who knows? But I don't know why I can't look at the gold futures. I'm trying to remember what the gold ETF is. I think it's this. Just to figure out where, because obviously gold is, but with this inflation, I know, right? It's a very strange time. So it's like we do have like elevated inflation. I'm personally in the camp that I don't think inflation's going to get too much more high, but I can see it sticking around for a while. And so it's really strange because a lot of people are talking about how the bond market is pricing in deflation, which obviously would have a negative impact on gold. And then along with that, there's a lot of, talk about tapering, and obviously if the government starts spending less, the Fed starts spending less, then technically, tapering is just reducing their spend, so they're still spending a lot, which should keep inflation hot. But there's a lot of talk about that as well. So I think there's just a lot of macroeconomic things happening that are putting a lot of negative pressure on gold, and that's why I haven't bought any more gold lately. I just held a little bit. Like, I think I'm holding like $100 of JNUG or something, like one share. And then if gold breaks down pretty significantly, I'll probably be buying some on a big breakdown, but I'm just not touching gold right now personally. It's just like, if I were to put a thing on it, if you are long gold, then it would be like a hold. I wouldn't really be adding shares in. I think there's too many unknowns, I think, at the current time. I think nobody knows what's happening in the economy, and that's why we're getting a lot of strange action happening. And so I think that's causing a lot of crazy things going on. So, but we'll do some technical charting just to kind of figure out. So gold in general is not looking too bullish, when we look at a technical perspective, so if it's, I don't know, like I said, how much technical analysis you do, but one thing with gold is, or with technical analysis, RSI is something I always use. And so when RSI hovers around under 50, that typically means that we're in a bearish phase for something. And as you can see, RSI is hovering under 50, and with under 150, that's when we made that move from, I think we peaked around 2K or $200 on the gold trust, down to, what is that, 1,500? That's not right. These numbers are a little bit different, I think, than the actual futures. But so we've been pretty bearish, and I think we're gonna have to find out if we're entering another bearish kind of phase or not, based on how RSI. If we continue to see some consolidation down here, then we could be seeing some more downside. MACD as well turned negative on Friday. I think this is, wait, is this the futures? I don't think this is live. No, I can't tell. But MACD is also turned negative, so there's not really anything that's saying it's going to make, technically speaking, it's still showing that we're not in a bullish phase for gold. Or we tried to break above the 200-day. So this is the moving averages. We tried to break out above the 200-day on both these and failed. And on that fail, we got a big move lower. And it looks like if I go back to October of 2018, it looks like we are May 2019. It does look like we're testing a trend line here, so I think this looks like it's going to be a pretty important trend line to hold. And then I think I haven't charted gold in a while because it's just kind of been off my radar. But if I remember correctly, I want to say that we were... What's going on with my charts here? Oh, here we go. I think we were in this kind of downwards. I don't even know where this line should be. Let's just call it here. We're kind of in this downward channel price action for a while, and then we broke above. So I think we'll have to see what happens here. I mean, head and shoulders are not the strongest pattern, but you might consider this a head and shoulders a little bit. And if we're breaking under, if we call this the line in the sand, then we wouldn't want to break under that, but I think the futures did. So we'll have to see, you know, what happens here on the breakdown. If we get back into this downward, you know, price channel and keep moving down, so that's something I would be keeping an eye on technically. But technically, it's not looking too healthy. Let's see where the 100-day is. I'm assuming the 100-day is above the 200-day, but let's see. Okay, not quite yet, but it is curling up. So yeah, technically speaking, it's not looking too strong, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, but like more like long term, I'm a little uncertain, honestly, with gold. You know, I was feeling pretty bullish. Nate, the guy I do the stream with on Saturdays, I think he bought JNUG back in probably like May of last year or something. And I bought it around here somewhere too. And then I sold it up here. And then I think I bought in again around here, I think. Just like a little bit, just to have a little exposure. But long term, it's really hard to know what's going to happen with gold. I feel you on the inflated, you know, are you even still here? I don't even think you're still here. Why am I still talking? I don't see you in the chat. But I'll just go on a tangent anyway. I'm pretty uncertain long term. But we'll have to see what happens if interest rates and tapering starts happening. Then that will send some more negativity. But it seems like we might have some elevated strength in the dollar for a little bit. And if that happens, then we could see gold in the market pull back a little bit. But those are just things to keep an eye on. Jake, any stocks you looking at? Not at the moment, yeah. I know the futures are down a little bit. We'll see if that's just like a little poop down or not, or if that's going to bring some more negative price action into this week. It's honestly a little strange that the dollar's up, because I know there's a lot of talk about the infrastructure bill this weekend and that potentially passing or getting into the Senate, I think it's, or the House. I think it's moving to the House. I don't remember with the order. So you would think that that would bring some more positivity into the market. But we'll have to see. I don't know. We saw the market sell off and then come back a little bit. That's really strange. But it does look like that's a response to the dollar. We'll have to see. I know you hold Ford. We can look at Ford's chart. I did a video on it, but we can do it anyway. See if I can get some stock twitzers over here. People are dead tonight. I think the retail investors just slowing down. Do you know who all these people are in the chat, Jake? There's just a bunch of people, but they're not saying anything. Do you think they're bots? I've never had that happen. And there's like there's like 6 people in the chat, but they're not saying anything. I'm assuming that's bots, right? Super weird. Never had that happen. Very bizarre. Let's see if anybody's.
What are you doing? Ah. Well, so much for.
It only shows 3 for me. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I see 3 viewers, and then when I go to the people icon, I don't know if you can do it maybe from your phone, but it shows there's like 7 or 8 people in there. It's super random. Yeah, a long list. It's so weird. It's like the strangest thing. Yeah, exactly. Don't make no sense. Let's see. Who else is live out here? Yeah, it's a dead night. A dead night. So weird. Ugh, got my armpit hole. Yeah, high fashion shirt. Got holes in it. What's the stock people might want to talk about? Let's see what we have. Some positive, lots of talking happening. Okay, nobody talking on that stock. SoFi, I know that's a popular stock. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people here. Let's see if we can get some of these people here. Let's see if this works. See if I can get some of these people over from StockTwits or not. We'll find out. We will find out. How's your work been going lately, Jake? Thanks again for always tuning in also when you're at work. Always appreciate that. It's nice of you. Let's check out this SoFi. Do I have a 200 there? Oh, SoFi might have broke above. It's been chill. A few crazies here and there. You know? Always crazy somewhere. SoFi's actually like a little bullish right now. Interesting. It's starting to curl up here. Very interesting. I don't know why this stock is curling up because this thing is crazy expensive. I don't know why people are so gravitated to this thing. It's a crazy following. I guess it did bottom again. That could be why. Broke out. It's pretty bullish. I do? Ooh, that's a good way to get people to. Okay, where's the 100-day? Haha, interesting. It's $2 up. Interesting. Interessante. Strange action. Weird shit. This is a hard one to chart. Looks like that one more dollar up is going to be a lot of resistance. Let's see how the futures are doing. Dollar's heading back down. Interesting. What a strange little open. I mean, why the heck? There's a limit of how far. That's old news. That's so weird. The dollar did that. Strange stuff. Welcome to the chat, whoever jumped in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm about to jump off. No one seems like they want to hop on tonight. People just aren't interested. Which is all groovy. No hard feelings. My shirt's green. I do a different color here. Too much green going on. There we go. It's a little more dramatic. Some really weird price action in the futures. Still make no sense. Looks like the dollar's gonna break down. Weird, weird, weird. Does not make sense. Who else is in the chat? I see 5 people. Who's here? It says 5 people. Is there anything you want me to chart if you're here in the chat? Chicka chicka chat. Chicka 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 chat 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 chat. What you wanna chart on the chat? What you wanna chart? What you wanna chart? What you want to chart on the chart chat. Chart chat, because I'm charting the chats, because the chat chart is what I'm doing tonight. Charting and chatting. Charting and chatting. Charting and chatting. Chatting and charting. Charting and charting. Chatting and hatting. what earnings are this week? Let's see if we can find an earnings chart. That's what I'm curious about. Earnings this week chart. That's not what I'm looking for. Where are those fancy little charts online? That's what I want. Okay. Let's look at the charty McCharters. On Monday we have Planet Fitness. Shares sold off on the fitness centers chains first quarter. Wait, is this last week? No. Should have found 1% coming to lower expected earnings. Does this sound? No. Okay. I don't really care. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Triple D. Because people are thinking that Triple D might benefit a little bit more moving forward. I'm curious where the stock is. Definitely has pulled back quite a bit. People are expecting a positive earnings for Triple D. Support like this that they have 4,000 units on double the current. Yeah, I'm not bullish on gyms right now. I don't know about that one. Oh, Coinbase on Tuesday. Interesting. I bet you Coinbase is gonna miss earnings because because crypto died down in Q2 quite a bit. Bet you they're not gonna have as good of earnings. Dang, there's so many smaller company earnings this week. Interesting. Oh, Bumble, interesting. How's Bumble stock doing? I think they're getting destroyed. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they're getting mollywopped. Mollywopped. Yeah, they had a very unfortunate. I think their valuation is crazy high. Interesting, though. Well, oh, Disney on Thursday. Interesting. I wonder if they're going to slow down in their Disney Plus. They had a couple big movies that they made money off of, so I'm interested. Firm higher than anticipated ETFs. Yeah, but both revenue and Disney Plus groups initially fell short of what Nasdaq. Yep. That was Disney Q3 for earnings share of 59 cents, up 600%. Wow. I guess, yeah, they did open up Disneyland again. I know some people who are going to Disneyland, so I got some money there. Improvement from a year ago, that's crazy. Already Disney's basically like considerations are too high. Yeah, I agree with that. We were at the theme parks, yeah, attendance. Oh, Airbnb. Curious. Where's ABNB stock at? Oh, they've pulled back pretty drastically as well. Looks like they did a double bottom at 130. Huh. This might be an interesting opportunity here. They might smack earnings. A lot of people are traveling right now. Let's look at their financials and stuff. Oh, sorry, Jake. I mean, they're a $92 billion company, and I'm assuming their earnings are not anywhere close to that. Let's see. Our finance. 92 billion. Curious. curious, their financials. So, quarterly. So still a little, still haven't recouped. What is that annually? What they do in 2020? 3 billion, 4 billion, that's not bad. But their gross margin, they had to probably pay quite a bit to get people to come stay. Their gross margin's not, gross profit's not looking too good. I don't know if they're going to improve that this quarter. Quarter. They must be spending a lot of money to get people. That's crazy. That's a really big oh, wait. Never mind, I'm tripping. A little bit down. Not too bad, actually. What's the analyst expectations? Let's look at what people are expecting. So this quarter, they're expecting 1.2 billion. That's a pretty big expected increase from 48 cents, but it is summer, Q2. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of summer travel potentially. In May, Airbnb solid first Q results. The recovery of travel activity has continued. Yeah, and honestly, COVID, people are probably Airbnb being more still with the kind of the COVID fears coming up again. People are probably canceling some of their travel plans and doing something more locally. This is a big improvement they're expecting from from $2 per share loss to 48 cents per share. That's a really big difference. That makes me a little worried about the expectations. That's a really big jump in efficiencies. Company reports headquarters EBITDA. That's crazy, up 300% year over year. It's a hard one. I don't know. Ooh, I like Canadian Solar. Let's see how they're looking. Oh, they still pulled back quite a bit. Interesting. I guess with everything growth. And there's so many small cap names reporting this week. These are a lot of important earnings. There's a lot of important earnings this week. It's going to tell us a lot about how the economy is doing in terms of growth. If it's good earnings, then, you know, we're showing that growth is looking strong. But if not, oh, Barrick's Gold goes tomorrow. Interesting. Wonder how they're doing. Let's go large cap, not big cap. Oh, these charts. Okay. I think I'm hopping off. Not a lot of traction tonight, but that's okay. Thanks for coming by, Jake. I always appreciate you coming by the stream and tuning in. I really do appreciate the support. Thanks for being a VIP. Yeah, you've earned your VIP status forever. Even if you never come back to the stream, you've earned your VIP status. Appreciate that. But hope you have a good night at work, Jake. Hopefully not too many crazies coming by. You can have a chill, peaceful. Yeah. I mean, you're free to chill whenever you want, Jake. And hopefully not too many crazies so you can watch your Netflix shows or whatever you do at work. If you're watching me, I'm assuming you're watching something else too. But yeah, appreciate you coming by, Jake. Have a good night.